From jungles and forests to deserts, there are landscapes where strange and sometimes frightening discoveries happen regularly. However, what you might not expect is that farms should be added to that list. Farms are home to all kinds of unsettling finds. Here are 20 terrifying things that have been discovered on farms. Don't forget to watch until the end and subscribe to my channel. Number 20. Farmer finds woolly mammoth bones. A farmer in Lima Township, Michigan, recently discovered ancient bones in his field, revealing a partial woolly mammoth skeleton. The remains show signs of butchering, though the cause of death remains unclear. The male mammoth, around 40 to 50 years old, died 11,000 to 15,000 years ago. Colombian mammoths, which roamed North America from 1.5 million to 10,000 years ago, were massive creatures, standing up to 14 feet tall and weighing up to 10 tons. With long, curved tusks reaching 16 feet, they were well adapted to cold climates with their shaggy fur. These herbivores grazed on grasses and vegetation. Fossils of Colombian mammoths have been found across the Las Vegas Formation at Tule Springs Fossil Bed National Monument, where they make up 22% of the fossilized remains. Research suggests that climate change and human hunting contributed to their extinction. Number 19. Colombian farmer. Pablo Escobar, the infamous cocaine kingpin, was known for hiding vast sums of cash. Ill-gotten money is tough to launder and often attracts unwanted attention, so Escobar buried his cash in various secret locations. While some of his fortune has been found, much remains hidden. A Colombian farmer recently made a shocking discovery while digging a trench on his family's land: several large blue containers filled with $600 million in cash. This find is believed to be part of Escobar's $30 billion fortune. However, the farmer must turn over the money to the Colombian government for social and economic programs. Expect a flood of treasure hunters to swarm the area, hoping to uncover more of Escobar's buried wealth. Number 18. Ancient armadillo. A fascinating discovery was made near Buenos Aires, Argentina, where a farmer found 4 perfectly preserved fossils in a dried riverbed. These fossils are believed to belong to 2 adult and 2 juvenile glyptodons from about 20,000 years ago. These giant, armadillo-like creatures, the size of a small car, had tough armor and a spiked, club-like tail. They roamed the earth alongside ground sloths, saber-toothed cats, and terror birds. So why talk about bringing them back to life? Advances in DNA extraction have made it possible to study ancient creatures, sparking ideas about resurrecting extinct species. While reviving a glyptodon is unlikely, some are exploring the possibilities. Let's hope it's just for research, not for something more dangerous. Number 17. SpaceX Debris. In August 2022, Australian sheep farmers stumbled upon a bizarre sight: a massive 10-foot spike of space debris lodged upright in their field. This junk, traced back to SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft, crash-landed during re-entry, accompanied by a sonic boom and fiery streaks in the sky. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it's sheer luck that it caused no harm. As space exploration ramps up, questions arise about accountability for space trash. How much more debris might rain down, and should there be stricter regulations on such ventures? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 16. Terracotta Army. When the Terracotta Warriors were discovered in 1974, it must have been an eerie sight for the farmers who found the first pottery pieces. Their investigation led to the uncovering of China's first emperor's tomb, revealing thousands of life-size terracotta soldiers and horses guarding the ancient grave. Standing in battle formation, facing east toward potential enemies, each statue is unique, with distinct facial features, hairstyles, and ranks, indicated by their headgear. Standing about 6 feet tall and weighing up to 600 pounds, the warriors are believed to have been placed in the tomb due to the ancient Chinese belief in the afterlife. Royalty often had their servants buried with them, but to avoid sacrificing living soldiers, terracotta replicas were created as substitutes. Number 15. Rare Roman Mosaic. A rare ancient Roman mosaic was discovered beneath a farmer's field in Rutland, UK, depicting scenes from Homer's The Iliad. One of the few of its kind in Europe, it's considered one of Britain's most significant mosaics. The Department for Culture, Media, and Sport, following advice from Historic England, has protected the site. The mosaic was found by the landowner's son and is thought to be part of a villa owned by a wealthy individual from the late Roman era. The site has been filled in again to preserve it for future generations, offering hope for a future archaeological escape in a post-apocalyptic world. Number 14. World War II bomb on farm. In western Kenya, a herder discovered a large metal object while tending his livestock. He took it home, thinking it could be useful for flattening spears. However, his parents were concerned, and experts later identified it as an unexploded bomb. The bomb, weighing 10 kilograms, could have exploded at any moment. It's believed to have been left behind either from World War II or military training in the 1990s. 5 years earlier, a similar bomb had killed locals in a nearby field. This bomb was safely detonated in a controlled explosion. Number 13. Enormous python. Thailand is home to a variety of snakes, including the massive reticulated python, which can be found in fields and farms. One such python was recently removed by the snake rescue team. The longest reticulated python on record was 33 feet long, longer than a giraffe, and can weigh up to 350 pounds. These giant snakes live in Southeast Asia's rainforests and grasslands, feeding on rodents, wild pigs, and sometimes primates. While not typically a danger to humans, their sheer size makes encounters risky. They are non-venomous, but still pose a threat, as they are capable of swallowing a person whole. Although rare, there have been reports of humans going missing, only for a large snake to be found nearby. Number 12. Mysterious safe. In New York, a strange story emerged about a massive metal safe weighing 500 to 600 pounds that mysteriously appeared in a field on a farm in Orleans County. Attached was a note saying the finder could keep whatever was inside. When the farmer returned home, he found a crowd trying to open it. They had damaged the dial, handles, and even tried to break the hinges, but failed. The farmer dismissed the whole thing, suspecting it was a prank, and moved the safe to a nearby barn using heavy equipment. The mystery remains unsolved. Number 11. 4,000-year-old copper weapons. Next, we have a fascinating discovery of ancient copper weapons found in the Manipuri district of Uttar Pradesh, India. A farmer unearthed 77 copper weapons while leveling his field. Experts from the Archaeological Survey of India confirmed these weapons are around 4,000 years old, providing evidence of a possible army camp in the area. Similar copper weapons have been found throughout India, with the first discovery in Borkampur in 1822. Number 10. Eight-legged goat. You won't believe this. Is it a spider, octopus, or squid? No, it's an OCTA goat. In 2014, a goat in Croatia gave birth to a kid with 8 legs, causing locals to flock and call it a miracle. Vets later determined that the extra legs resulted from the conjoining of an undeveloped twin. Unfortunately, animals born with unusual traits like this often face survival challenges. Experts say the 8-legged anomaly was caused by a genetic mutation, though it's incredibly rare. A similar event occurred in India, where locals considered the goat to be holy and much cooler than a regular 4-legged one. Number 9. Ferrari buried. In a yard, it's hard to imagine a car, especially a Ferrari, being buried underground. Yet, in February 1978, a Ferrari Dino 246 GTS was unearthed in a Los Angeles yard. The car had been purchased in 1974 and reported stolen in December of that year. It remained missing until its accidental discovery 4 years later, buried in a garden. Investigators found that someone had wrapped the car in plastic before burying it, likely to protect it from damage, suggesting there was an intention to retrieve it later. Number 8. Bronze helmet uncovered. In 2010, a metal detectorist in Cumbria, UK, made an incredible find, a rare Roman-era bronze helmet. Unlike battle helmets, this one was likely a symbol of wealth and power for ceremonial use. While most treasure finds are covered by the Treasure Act, this bronze helmet wasn't, as single bronze items are exempt. In pristine condition, it was valued at up to £500,000. The detectorists might have sold it to an overseas buyer for a life-changing sum. Who could blame them? £500,000 beats an old museum display, right? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 7. Turkeys do a death dance. Here's something unsettling, though if you've spent any time online, you've probably seen it and are probably unfazed by now. A man walking home from work stumbled upon a bizarre scene, a dead cat surrounded by wild turkeys seemingly performing a death dance. It sounds insane, and it looks just as wild. The turkeys were marching in a circle around the cat, prompting people to jokingly call them pagans. But, in reality, the turkey's behavior is a natural reaction. Experts believe the bird's circle was driven by anxiety, curiosity about the dead animal mixed with fear of getting too close. Plus, turkeys tend to follow each other, which explains the circular formation. Number 6. Sinkhole swallows. A farm in Mexico was swallowed by a sinkhole in 2021, sparking fears that the ground beneath us could open up at any moment. Sinkholes, often sudden and unpredictable, have been known to swallow homes and other structures. While they can appear without warning, they usually form gradually over years. Sinkholes occur when soluble rocks like limestone or gypsum erode, though human activities like construction, drilling, or illegal waste dumping can also cause them. Adding storms and floods into the mix only increases the risk of a sinkhole disaster. Number 5. Farmer finds 5 kilos of gold. While leveling land in his field in India, a farmer made a surprising discovery, a pot of gold buried in the soil. Authorities confirmed the gold dated back to the Kaka era, a dynasty that ruled the eastern Deen region from the 12th to 14th centuries. The farmer had only owned the land for a month, and when the previous owners learned about the find, they claimed ownership too. The dispute went to court, and although proving land ownership from the 12th century seemed unlikely, who could say for sure?